Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here, and happy Monday to you all. So ladies and gentlemen, I often get a lot of questions on how much food do I need? And I've never really gotten into the specifics because I think we're all different. But I found this article that states 100 plus items that FEMA says you need in your emergency preparedness kit. And what they do is they refer us to a different website on a preparedness kit that has been developed by someone else. So I thought that I'd go over it to give someone an idea who's never stored anything before, who doesn't want to put anything away for long term, who just wants to have a rotational supply of goods. And I think it's a great list. So I'm going to go ahead and go over it with you all. And it says here 100 items FEMA says you need in your emergency preparedness kit. The list of food and supplies the FEMA agency recommends 2 people stockpile in case of emergency is daunting. All right, and then it states here that you can go to this website, Sally Stackbane's Emergency Kitchen, breaks down exactly how much storable food is needed for 2 people for 2 weeks. And then it says the list is staggering. However, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not really a prepper, and you don't have a stockpile of food, don't let the word staggering get in the way. Because as I've always said, slow and steady wins the race. So let's go ahead and take a look at that list. And I will leave the link to this page at the bottom of the description of the video, so you can all go and take a look at it. It even has a downloadable, printable version that you can print out. And this is Sally Stackbane's Emergency Kitchen. And it says jumpstart your personal contingency plan 2-week plan. And we're just going to jump right to the items that it says for 2 people. And it breaks it down. This is a very nice compiled list, I think. And it says for protein, and of course, if there are some things here that you do not eat, then you can always substitute it for something else. But I think that what they are concentrating on here is the number of things that you need to get for 2 people. So for protein, canned tuna, fish, meat, chicken, ham, etc. So you can have hash, you can have corned beef, things like that. For meals, if you want a meal in a can, canned stew, ravioli, chicken soup, chow mein, chili, hash. 14 cans of each. For vegetables, you're going to get 28 cans of mixed vegetables, corn, carrots, peas, greens, beans, beets, spinach, hominy, tomatoes, etc. For fruits, you're going to get 28 cans or packages of peaches, apricots, pears, apples, prunes, raisins, oranges, pineapple, juice, etc. The reason I say that is a pretty good list is because there are some things that are included in here that some people may not think about. Like, for example, why do you want to store away so much fruit? Well, ladies and gentlemen, some fruits such as plums, raisins, things like that can help your digestive system stay regular. For starches, ramen noodles, egg noodles, instant rice, angel hair pasta, crackers, instant mashed potatoes, canned potatoes, yams, stuffing. And you can see that in this article or in this list here, they're having things that you can cook very easily, like ramen noodles, egg noodles, instant rice, angel hair pasta are things that you don't need a lot of energy to cook. So far, I really like this list. For bean, and it says here that for the starches, you should have several boxes or cans. For beans, baked beans, pork and beans, kidney beans, garbanzos, pinto beans, etc. 7 to 14 cans. And what I would do, ladies and gentlemen, if I were going by this list, is I would go on the higher end. Instead of getting 7 cans, I would just go and get 14 cans. All right. Instead of just getting several boxes, I would really do my homework and get twice as many as what I would need for 2 weeks for 2 people. For dairy, they have evaporated milk, dry milk, Parmalat. If anyone knows what Parmalat is, please put it down in the comments. And then it says non-refrigerated cheeses and etc. And if you all haven't seen the video that I put up a while back, over a year ago now, where I showed you guys how to wax cheese, and it stores for a very long time. I do believe that my last experimental block of cheese that I waxed was a little over a year old and it was still good. Go check that video out. I'll leave it on the upper right hand corner if you want to check that video out. For breakfast, you can store cereals, granola bars, instant oatmeal, Ensure or protein drinks. All right, meal replacement protein drinks. For comfort food and drinks, coffee, tea, cocoa mix, cookies, no-bake pie crust, and fillings. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you put away comfort foods. Put away some cake batter, put away some frosting, things like that, especially if you have kids. And in addition to the cereals, put away some of those sweet cereals that your kids like and even that you like. All right, you can break it in half. You can put away some sweet cereals that really aren't that nutritious as far as the contents in them, because it's got a lot of sugar, but those are comfort foods, all right, that will relieve stress in a stressful situation. And then miscellaneous, I like the miscellaneous: vitamins, bouillon, salad dressing, vinegar, oil, condiments, sugar, creamer, ketchup, spices, peanut butter, packets of mayonnaise, and pickle relish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope that you guys download this spreadsheet or this PDF, because what it does is it reminds you of those little things. It's not all about rice and beans. It's about variety, and it's about getting things that will also help you through the crisis, like vitamins. A lot of people don't think about vitamins. I like to get the gummy vitamins because in addition to them being a vitamin, they're kind of like a candy in a sort of way, right? So you can take your vitamins, and it's something that's like sweet. And if you have a sweet tooth, that can act as your sweet tooth remedy once a day, and at the same time you're taking vitamins. Now I'm going to read a little bit of this because this is I think it's pretty well written. It says, non-perishable food has a long shelf life, but won't last forever. Use and replace your stored food to ensure that it will be edible when you need it. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I've done several videos on how you can store your dried foods for long term. Important, if you don't have a manual can opener, buy one. Avoid foods that need to be cooked with a lot of water, high heat, or more than a few minutes of cooking. See, that's great advice right there. Communication. Select a contact person who lives out of your local area. Make sure each family member carries that person's phone number, email address, and postal address at all times. Sometimes a person out of the affected area can be reached when local people cannot. Meet or talk with child care or elder care personnel. Make sure good plans are in place for extended care in case of emergency. Make sure each family member knows when to stay put and when to go to a pre-selected meeting place. Revisit or update plans frequently. That's something that I not covered in this channel since I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen. What if something happens and you're at work, your kids are in school? Do you guys have a meeting place where to go to? For cooking, a Sterno stove is a good solution for warming food. It can be purchased at any store that sells camping supplies. This is pretty good advice here. For water, of course, store 1 gallon of water per person per day that you are preparing for. You can purchase bottled water, or you can bottle it yourself from the tap. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, no matter how much water you store, depending on the length of the crises, you may run out. So make sure that you have a quality water filter as well. Hygiene. Have plenty of paper plates, paper towels, plastic utensils, and plastic garbage bags on hand. Outstanding information here. Warmth. Have several sets of thermal underwear if you live in a cold winter climate. Layer clothing to keep warm. Don't forget hats, knitted skull caps, and gloves. It might get cold indoors. Drape blankets over your dining table and use it as an indoor tent to keep warmth encapsulated. And that's great advice as well. Power failure. Keep flashlights, battery-operated lights, battery radios, and plenty of extra batteries on hand. Have at least one telephone that doesn't need electricity. Oh wow, so pretty much like have a landline. I'm not sure how many people nowadays have that. For health, prepare a first aid kit. If you take prescription medications, get an extra refill if you have to pay for it yourself. buy extra over-the-counter medications or supplies that you may need. And I'll let you guys read the rest of this. I really want you to come and take a look at this article or take a look at this list that was compiled here, because I think it's a great list. I really do. And the reason I think it's such a great list is because this is catered more toward the beginning prepper. However, even if you're an experienced prepper, it's always nice to go over a list like this put together by someone else to make sure that you didn't miss something. So I really hope that you guys get something out of this, because I think this is a great list that was put together, and it's by Sally Stragbane. And I do hope that you come and visit this site and get as much as you can out of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got something out of this. I'm actually pretty excited about this web page here that I found, and I think it gives a lot of great information. So I'm going to keep looking into this to see if there's anything else that they have here that I may be able to share with you guys, because I've actually learned something from this today, and that is that even though we're never that far away from home, if we are split up, it is a good idea to have a centralized location where we can all meet just in case. I think that is a very good idea, and I think that is something that we definitely need to put in practice, especially if we have a large family where people are dispersed all over the county where you live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining in. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you come over to this page. Having said that, happy Monday to all of you. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank every one of you for your support. I want to sincerely thank you all, and also thank all of our new subscribers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our community. As I've said in the past, this is not my community, this is our community, and now you are part of it. So welcome, and thank you very much for joining. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.